go the shortest point, 2 lines. Okay. Now the fastest thing I can move here is my hand. After that, it's my body. And the slowest thing to move is going to be my feet. Here. If I try to move them all at the same time, I'm going to be moving at the speed of the slowest common denominator. I don't want to do that. Same thing when I punch, when I throw my jab, right back up. I don't throw my jab here. I'm going to lead in with the punch and my body is going to follow to be able to do it. Same principle over here. My hand first, my body second, and finally my feet move. Okay? So that's concept number 1. I know I'm loading a lot on here. Okay, let's go back to the hands. The hands do this. As I do this, I want my head also right, give me more protection. Now, what are you going to do when I grab your gun? What do you naturally want to do? You want to pull it back. Look where the gun goes. Goes straight back to the center line. So when I do this, I'm going to push the gun this way. So from here, if you pull back, at least it's not pointing at me. And the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure I'm not here. Because if you keep on pulling back, again, it's always going to come here to the center. Boom, 2. And now from here, I'm going to reach in from underneath. I'm going to grab to break the angle. I'm going to take a step and I'm going to use my body here to this side. 1. The quickest possible thing, my hand goes straight up and I move my body. This hand's going to be here so that I don't cross. And second, bam, I'm going to punch. And I find myself here on the side. I grab in from underneath. I'm going to pull this. I'm going to take a step. And from here, I'm going to move myself to here. Block, keep my hips back, and drive forward with my defense coming through. Okay? I'm here, close. Now from here, I trap and I pull in. I pull my elbow in and my chest forward. Knees to the groin, hammer strikes, elbows, and now from here when I'm ready to separate, I'm going to push. First, drive forward, and I'm going to lock. Now if you want to have a solid lock, you're going to take your elbow, and you're going to pull it in to you like this. From here now, pull your hand out. Not a chance. It's not going anywhere. Okay, same thing from below. When he stabs, and I block here and I want to step. If I want a solid lock, I'm going to take my elbow and I'm going to pull it in here. From here, pull your hand out. Not a chance. If he's strong, he can throw me, pull me, but the hand isn't coming out. Here, below the elbow and in. So the general rule is anytime you grab onto something, here, just like in football, do you run with the ball like this or do you run with the ball like this? Inside. So anytime I grab on something, elbows here. 2, anything I hold, this is where I'm strong. This, I don't have any strength. And it's a rule for anything that we do in Krav Maga. Even when we're doing choke releases, everything, remember, you grab onto something, pull it in tight onto your body. All I have is, here, is this, it's ties. I'm not either I can grab the wrist, or from here I can control the bicep, right? And I'm not going to be able to win from here, but I can somewhat stabilize the situation. This is going to give me a better defense here than a block, okay? A block is much better from here. If he stabs, and from here I can block, this gives me a better defense, my likelihood of being, again, from the top. I wouldn't like to try to catch like this. If he's stabbing strongly from here, he's going to break straight through my thumb, and also too much of a target to try to be able to catch here. From here, this, remember a second ago, right when we were charging forward, this gives me a much better defense, rather than imagine trying to charge forward like this. No way. I control, this gives me a better defense. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lock myself in. So if I find myself here in this position, I'm going to pull an underhook to be able to control myself to him. And now from here, I use that. So we have 3 points of contact here, okay? 1, the underhook. 2, the head, Magno, down the center line. And 3 is here control. If I can grab the wrist, fantastic. And if he disconnects From the wrist, I go straight to the bicep. And from here, like you said, this moves a lot, this moves a little. So anytime I lose contact from here, I go here. I don't even need to see what's going on. From here I can control and I can keep them back. So from here I'm stable, letting him fold over from me. Now the moment I have space, I close out the space. Because if there's space, he's going to bring his hand over the top, right? And we're back to square one. So I'm going to duck under, I'm going to pivot, I'm going to close off the space. Here. And now once I've closed off the space, I take this hand, I can push. In 1 second, from here, he can change hands with the knife. That being deep behind him. And I'm going to take this hand, and I'm going to pummel it from the inside, and I'm going to lock here, the split seatbelt. What did I say? Whenever I grab onto something, what do I do with my elbows? I pull them in. Now from here, if I feel that I have good control, I can let go of this hand. If I've got a blade, if I've got a weapon, we're on the wrong side, actually. If I've got a blade of my own, even a pen or something, or if it's simply punching him, okay, I've got both of his hands trapped. What's his only way of protecting his face when I'm starting to break his face is pulling away from him. I'm going to step in from behind him. I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to go in from the inside, I'm going to close them together. Now from here, I'm going to pull this in and watch what happens to his posture when I pull this in strong. Wow. Wow. The hand I want to isolate, I'm going to put my weight down onto it, and I'm going to use my head, like we did before, to be able to isolate. Now from here, he's going to do one of two things. He's either going to try to pull the knife away from me, which we know how to work with already. I don't need to do anything differently. Or from here, he's going to try to put the knife through me. You learn quickly, yeah. Don't need to lift, you just drive in with your hips, okay? But we don't need to get that fancy from here, right? Look, he's going to try to push the knife and shush about me, okay? So if he's driving forward with the knife, this already helps, by the way, isolate the hand. He's very limited with the movement. When I pull back and I put my head on you, from here now you've got a problem, right? I can from here hold you. So what's our goal? What's our goal when somebody comes at us with a knife? To disengage, right? From here you have one step away from disengaging, right? But if you want to, you can block from here effectively, but if you want to step backwards away from me, right, you're not going anywhere, where I'm coming with you, right? We looked at before, you can block, right, from above, and we said with an overhook, right? Overhook, here, okay? That was our solution from here, okay? Try that, right? Try to drive in and get the overhook. Let's close your jacket up, right? And from here, if he wants to jump and get that overhook, he can't close in, so this is the problem. He can't get away, and he's coming to stab me from above, right? And I can block effectively, but I can't drive in, okay? I want to be able to close. From here, he stabs. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to collapse this hand to drive in, okay? Once I'm inside, that's no problem. From here, I can strike, I can hit, I can move, I can go exactly to where I want. So let me show you how to collapse the hand. Let's start here first. Okay? What I'm going to do is from here, when I block with one hand, I'm going to send the other hand up, like this. Once I'm on the inside, I can connect. Now from here, straighten up your hand. Right? From here, he's stronger than me. Trust me, he's stronger than me. Okay? Hold. Okay? But from here, I can use this, drive forward, no problem to collapse the hand. If I can, I don't wait. Right? If you stand, lock in, right? And then we say go, say, run, I can't move. What are you waiting for? The more I let him solidify position, the harder my job is going to be. So he comes to grab me, step one, okay? He comes to grab me, step two, I drive in. And then, you can do that, and maybe even from here, I can lock in position, he's stabbing. Stab, change angles, right? From here, I'm trying to defend myself, and I'm trying to drive in, and I can't go in. hear this. I'm going to drive in with my hand to the outside. I'm going to grab and I'm going to fold him in. Okay? I can't just stay here. Right? I need to come to him. So I'm going to bring my shoulder up, take my face. I'm going to use the 360 block just as I did before. And I'm going to drive forward. Okay? Does this look familiar? Yeah, it's the same position you've been working all along to. I can knee, I can punch, I can disengage, or again, here. And now from here I can improve. I can keep on driving forward into an overhook. And then from here I can exit. That's the beauty of it. When you have tools, you have to get away or to get in, depending on what you need to do over there. At some point, I'm going to drive in. And that's your opportunity, right? So Magno, first I'm going to set you up so you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right? From here you're going to be on the outside, and now from here when he sees me driving in, right? Remember, it's always easier to go in when I'm driving in when he drives in too. Okay, so we find ourselves here. It's like you wait on the outside, and if you have enough space, out, or pull out your gun, something, right? But if you see me now from here, I'm charging in, that becomes quite feasible. I can slash, right? Slash first from that side. I can drive in like this, or if you're slashing from here, it's the same 360 block. Right. So now we're going to come from the owl place. Here, I'm going to pose in. I'm going to have a double block. From here, I take the far hand, boom, and I'm going to punch with that hand. Does this look familiar? Remember yesterday against the straight stab? Right? Here. We're in the same position. So slash, here, drop, block, keep this one, block, boom, I hit, I punch, and exit out the back. Level one is from here. I'm going to slash, Magno is going to come in, he's going to double block, and he's going to use this hand to punch and to separate, okay? That's level one. You're going to do this a few times until you feel comfortable with it. Okay, level two, you're going to stand here, and you're going to slip back against the first slash, and you're going to come back against the second one. And you're going to do that a few times until you feel comfortable. And then we can game fight. I'm moving around, and from here I'm slashing, and slashing, and slashing, and you're going to look to your opening, either to get away, right? Okay, no, that's good. Or from here to come in. And what happens if you fuck it up like he did now? No, nothing. You keep on driving forward. Start from the top. Right, so this is right where the focus is. Right, this becomes very easy to do because we're not here. It's not like we forget about this, and now from here let's fight for underhooks. Right? This we're fighting, right? From here I can pummel my wizard. But if I'm doing this, what about this? Right? Focus here. And we brought our shoulder here, right? That was the movement that we go. Drive down, put our head in, and then we did this. We straightened, and we put our shoulder in. Okay. Now watch, I'm going to use a similar sort of position. I got my wizard. I'm going to push down. Right? You see what happens also to his body immediately. Right, from here stand strong. Right, from here, still this. I have now some control over his posture. Now, like before, I'm not going to bring it to me. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to start moving with my body and with my shoulder here as I drive. Now I've locked him into bundle. I can hit and I can punch. Sorry, but I continue this movement now. If I want to get outside, okay, I finished my punching. I'm going to keep on right here. It's very similar, right? Pull down. Don't bring it to you. Bring it around from the inside and put your shoulder on. From here, same idea. Pummel in, pull down, bring it around your body, lock, bring your shoulder in, and going in. The only exception is because we trapped him here, I can loose one hand to start hitting one. Okay, find your timing. Okay, when he's not concentrated. Key point number 2, the hand moves first, your feet don't even move to start with. If I use my hands and my feet at the same time, I'm gonna be that much slower. Hands first. Great angle, step off the line. So I'm here, pull, and disarm. He's pointing it at a cameraman, right? And from here, I'm going to use the same principles, right? I'm going to push the gun away, control the barrel, right? From here, I break the grip, and I disarm. So whether it was pointing at me, and I have a technique that I've been practicing, or whether, right, we were working and you're like, you point your gun over there to, let me swap, hold on. Like, hey man, come on, get in my car, okay? From here, right? This is the single Magna, you can disarm me, right? What do you want? So right from here, I'm this, okay? Maybe went from here, maybe I find myself in different, maybe, right? The position was from here. All the same principles. Grab the pistol, point it away, control, break the angle, and this is here. So I'm going to stand, step in between his legs, and I'm going to bump him forward with the hips. At the same time, my hands come over the top, and I'm going to pull him backwards. So I've got him here. Now once I've got him here, I want to bend him straight down. If I pull him back with me, we're going to fall. So step 1, bend him down. Step 2, I'm going to bow down. The same leg that went forward, I'm going to take a knee, I'm going to bow and sit him straight down. And I'm here with a bit of pressure forward on his neck, stopping him from turning around and moving. Okay. If I need to from here, if he's still a little bit violent or something like that, I can choke, which brings his hands up here to his throat. So if from here I can control him, and if from here he's going to start scratching up at me, oh no jiu-jitsu. He's going to start scratching up or something like that, I can choke here, which brings his hands down. Same leg, down, I'm here. I don't want to pull back with him. 1, 2 here. Now from here I can grab the wrist. I'll help you out with that part if you need. Okay, grab it. Go for the throat. Boom. Okay. It's not a choke. It's not pleasant, but it's not dangerous. From here I can boom strike here because the pressure is here. It's not this. I'm not hitting him here. The hand is holding in place, and this is bumping forward. Okay. A lot of police departments, I put my knee on his shoulder. I'm going to push against it, and then put my hand over there. Okay? Grab a training partner here, and now from here, I'm going to turn like a hip throw. And now I can move, and maybe that's enough. These strikes to turn him. Right? As I do this, I'm going to step in behind him. Right? So my foot is doing this. Okay? Just like Osotogari. Here, or like, actually that's not Osotogari, this is Osotogari. Okay, that's the hip throw. I forgot the name. Ogoshi. Okay, so from here, right here, like I'm stepping in, but as I push pull, from here this. And now I have the option. Do I bring him with me? And that's again, here, I'm really like going into the back. Onto the throat. Also a possibility, right? Or, right from here, push, pull, I'm here. I take this hand, and I'm going to walk him in. Now from here, I take this hand. Same principles, and this is what's nice. Once you already understand it, we can utilize the same thing. 1, just like we did against the pistol. We use our hand first, clear body, and keep your hand close here. Now against the pistol, we close in and punch. From here, we're too far. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, and now from here, this hand is going to come forward as well. 1, 2, boom, 3, and I'm going to close range like we did before. Now, let's go this way. Okay. If I want to take the gun out, I've got a problem here. It's stuck here underneath this arm. So, boom, I hit him. I'm going to pull the gun to me, which brings this out. Now from here, I'm going to rotate. In order 1, 2. As I drive forward, I want to get in behind the gun. Here, safer place to be. Immediately I drive in with a kick to the groin. I hold the gun away from him. Now, this, as I pull out, I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to cycle bring the barrel to him. Part number 1. If he takes a swing at me, remember, the goal before the technique. What's the goal? Close up the range. So even if I have no technique, if he's taking a swing at me and all I do is charge in and rush, already I've protected myself. And now from here, I have the advantage. The stick is no help to him. It's actually worse off. He can't really use his hand. And from here, I can hit, I can strike. I'm in a much better position. Okay. That's assuming I had time. I saw it coming, I had time to drive in. But if he's somewhat ready, and I just try to charge in, I'm going to eat it. Okay? So I need to also defend myself. From here, when he attacks, this, attack. This, it's strong, come on, repel it. This is my defense. Right? If I block it, okay, I break my hand. Right? If I step like this, it slides down. Ideally, I'm driving forward, I slide in, and the defense is here. Maybe I was a little bit late, attack. From here, I didn't have time, and my defense was here. Now from here, I can drive forward. On the inside, you already know what to do. Knees, hammers, elbows, disengage. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Nice batting. So, right, my natural reaction is going to be here to bring my hands up to protect myself. Okay? But I need to manage the distance. So, one option when he takes is right opening up the space, if I can. The other option is from here driving in. Way from here generally, if I want to disarm, is to punch, to hit, to strike, and simply to grab and pull it out of his hands. And if he doesn't want to let go, I ask him nicely, okay? Can you please let go? And if he says, then I can hit, and now I ask him again, can you please let go? Okay, is it going to be here, or is it going to be here? It's harder to be able to call, right? But that's why this is built with this fail-safe. Like we said, as long as I can drive in here, I'm safe. Of course, I want to have my hands protecting myself. So it's very clear that you're going to my ribs, go for my ribs, I can block, I can somewhat protect myself. If it's very clear that you're going for my head, right, I can protect myself. If it's somewhere in between, right, I have my hands here, okay. Maybe I came up here and attacked my ribs, let's say, right? I came here, and as I closed in, I had to adapt. Okay, I made a mistake. I charged in here, and my hands come down, okay? Maybe you came at my head, I went into here, and I had to, it's possible. It's definitely possible. So as I'm driving in, I'm getting more information, and I can change it. What happens if you stuff it up? What happens if you go to my ribs? Okay, maybe you break rib if you're a little bit slow. I can protect myself. What happens if you went to my head and it was, okay. So it's something to work with. It's not always going to be perfect, but we call this 200% defense stabbing. I'm going to drive in. My personal preference is right if I can tell at least from where he's holding, unless he's a samurai,
and he's attacking like this, that's actually easy, because if it's a samurai, I can go to the left, I can go to the right, doesn't matter. Okay? If it's coming over one shoulder, it's going to be a matter of timing.
Now, if I can go in from underneath here, right? Even from here, I stuffed it up.
But you said I had a good body defense. I stuffed up the hand, but I'm still protected. So from here, he strikes. Oh, down. Oh, here. So from here, he strikes. I can move my head out of the side. Hey, where are we? Right, we've been here before. Easy. Okay. If he takes a swing and I was early, then I'm here. So it's a bit of a matter of time. Right, I have a defense. From here, take a strike. Right, I've got a defense. But unless you've been doing Muay Thai, I don't recommend you take a baseball bat to your shin. Okay, I can attack. I can go closer. So better than taking the stick here. Stick here, I have less force. Grab, come closer, boom, and start to fight. I find myself here in a situation like this. I want to start to funnel them to me. Okay? I can do that very simply. From here, if I take a step open, now I've created a front, and they're going to drive towards me. Okay, so already my situation is better. Instead of fighting on two fronts, I've created one front. Okay? Imagine this like zombies. We also call this the zombie drill because it looks like fighting zombies a little bit. I find myself here. I'm going to step back and I'm going to funnel them towards me. Okay? Already better position. From here now, I'm going to try to line them up. So from here when I'm fighting, I only have to fight one person at a time. He comes out around me, and here I'm going to move and I'm going to position myself. I'm going to keep on trying to move them and keep them one in front of the other. And now the fight is dynamic. Oh, bring him in, and I create an opening. Now from here, boom, I can go and attack, and then I move out again. And now from here, I attack aggressively, and I bring them in. So I can also control when I go back. I explode forward, and as he's driving in, again, I disengage. I have an opening, bam, 2, 3, and I disengage again. So I back, in, back, in, okay? I choose my position, I choose my time. Because if I stay here too close, I might be doing a good job against Magno, okay? But now from here he comes in, and the tide is turned very quickly. So all of these drills are going to be built up into training us on how to move effectively. There's one way about moving we saw against one person. If he's got the knife, he's swinging right. I move around, I find my timing, and from here I drive in. And same principle against multiple attackers.